I am Noah Van Horn. I'm from Little Chute.
When Noah was in 3rd grade, his sister Jill was in 2nd grade. And one day, Jill came home from school. She took her backpack and swung it around her shoulder and slammed it on the counter and put her hands on her hips and said, "Did you know Noah has Down syndrome?" And we kind of started to laugh a little and looked at her and said, "Well, why? What happened today?" And she said, "Well, is it like our family secret or something?" And we said, "No, it's not a family secret." And she said, "Well, because when we go places, we don't walk with him in our hand and say, 'Hi, this is my brother Noah and he has Down syndrome.'" And I said, "Well, honey, it's because sometimes people can tell just by looking at him." And she said, "What? He looks different?" And I said, "Well, what brought this all on today?" And it turned out that she was having a little trouble with math or reading in class, and she wanted the help of a paraprofessional. And she knew Noah had one, and so she wanted one too. And they explained to her that she couldn't have one like he did because he had Down syndrome, and she had never really thought about that before. And so we went to bed that night as parents and thought we were probably the best parents in the world or the worst parents in the world. We weren't quite sure. But we felt like we had maybe done something right by not giving Noah excuses to be who he was and not letting him get away with things he shouldn't. We held him to the same standards in our house as we held her, and so she didn't know that there were any differences.
I used to go to Little Chute High School, and I was on the football team last year, and I was a water boy. They can't call me a water boy. I'm a high tension specialist. And last year, I made a touchdown. To be making a touchdown, it was really great. And I felt really comfortable because I was on the team. And my good friend, he pushed the guy off. My team ran up and gave me a hug, and it was really great.
I think that most people are genuinely kind to Noah, but I do feel like when he walks in the room, there's sometimes people say an extra measure of grace. And so the hardest times in our lives are when people don't have expectations of him or for him. And he should be expected to hold himself and carry himself the same way other people do. If we're not going to treat him the way everybody gets treated, how is he going to figure out what that is to give back to the world? And I think it is a process, and I'm not going to say that I'm not on that roller coaster too. I remember a pediatrician asking me once if I had different expectations for him than I did for Jill. And the answer is still true today. No, I have the same expectations. He needs to develop and grow and reach his potential, and it was really important to us. So he is just Noah. He's so content, and I think his contentment is something that I look up to. It's something I admire about him, and he's happy with who he is. And if we could all have a little bit more of that, that's something I admire in him and wish I had more of.